Hi guys, Jill here, and it has been a while since I've done a video. There's a reason for that. First of all, I was a little burnt out after the 31-day challenge. Doing a video every day, just the uploading part I found really time consuming. But I know several of you noticed, obviously, because I mentioned it, but in the last 2 days, I got behind because I started having a really bad toothache, and it was in one of my teeth that I've had a cavity filled in years and years and years ago. And so I finally went to the dentist and I had to have a root canal, and still a little off from it, and I have more to do tomorrow, and then I have to get a crown on it. So I've just been really out of it. But the last few days I've been feeling a lot better, and so I've been doing some stuff. So this is kind of a catch-up video. Show you a few things, maybe give you a little heads up on some of the sales at Michael's, and I want to show you some flowers and my Valentine cards. So first of all, Michael's has all their recollections, the bling, stickers. I didn't see what else, but I think the flowers are all 50% off again. So there was one little set of these flowers on the, like the satin pearls, but the one with the flowers. I've really been wanting this one, and there was one, so I grabbed that. And honestly, even half price, I didn't go real nuts on these, because if you think about it, this with Prima would be like $3. So in my mind, these are priced so that they can be marked half off. So I just think that's kind of silly. At Hobby Lobby, I could have gotten this for $1.50, but Hobby Lobby I have to drive, and those are a little different. Here's something else. They ended up $2.50. These are really cool, and I've gone through most of mine that I got last time. They were 50% off, but the leaves with the text. I seem to always go through leaves, and again, $2.50 for 24. It's a good deal because these are different, but I think the leaves are way overpriced, so I get mine from I Am Roses. I used this week, they have a 50% off coupon, so I made good use of that. I found one of these bling from the dollar section, so my husband always picks on me, but when we do the math, 50 cents off of 50 cents, if I spend, the way I buy these, it's worth using the coupon on. So I just print out a bunch of them. I picked up some of the Scotch General Purpose, and it comes out to $3 for 2 rolls, so that's actually a pretty good price. I pay a little bit less than that for Tape Depot, but I thought I'd give Scotch a try, plus I don't have to pay shipping on it, so I wanted to give that a try. I got some Valentine ribbon for, I think it was like 79 cents, and this was over like the craft section, but I looked at this one last year, and then I use a lot of blue. I went to the one that's furthest from me, and they actually had these spellbinders, which is the lacy circles, and the two closest to me don't ever have these circles. They don't seem to restock, so I think it was like $12.50 with the 50% off coupon, so I was really happy about getting those finally. This I thought was a great deal. It's normally $12.99. It's the designer paper pad, and here's my little box that I started. This was one of the things I was going to ramble about. I plan to finish this box, hopefully today. I started this at the virtual crop at Your Paper Pantry, and Ustream did not like me that day, so I didn't get much done on this box, but I plan to finish this. We had a winner. Oh, my hands are really blue, aren't they? And I sent her a kit, and I need to finish this. But again, yourpaperpantry.ning.com is the site, and the virtual crop is over at Ustream under Your Paper Pantry, all one word. And there were some really amazing Valentine projects done by the ladies, and we always have a good time. So I'm going to finish this for you guys. I'm going to do a video. But this was the specialty pack. So here's the regular one, and the specialty had the gold on it. And if you find this one, I loved this paper. This has like a little border page, and then they're great two-sided papers. And there's 3 sheets of each of the regular papers. And this one has like a silver finish to it. There's, ooh, a piece of the pink glitter. There's just one of that one in here. And then this one to cut out I thought would be really fun. This is what I'm using for Valentine's next year. I used this on my recipe card swap, and I used up all from the small pack of this sheet of paper. It's another of the red glitter, which could be tons of fun. And then this one, which I love keys. So that was 60% off of $12.99. So it's a little 5-something. Another thing I found at Michael's, if you're into this autumn thing, which I am, and this pack of paper, Autumn Afternoon by GCD Studios, has 48 sheets. It's $5, so $4.99 is what this was priced. And it's just on clearance. And they're linen. Let me show you some of my favorites. It's flocked over linen. This one I thought was really cool. There's some okay ones in here. This one's got epoxy. This one's kind of fun with the epoxy on it. But this one, thought I'd do something with that one. Anyway, really cool paper stack. A lot of paper for $5. So there's that. Okay, let's do my Valentine cards. I went super simple this year because I wasn't feeling good, and I'm so happy with what I did. And they're all just a little bit different, and I did a dozen of them. What we have is I got the card bases, and they have a little texture on them, and they already had the corner done. And I got these at Target, and years and years and years ago. Probably 6-7 years ago, and I had exactly a dozen of them, and I needed to make a dozen, so it was great. I got these laces, a whole bunch of nice cool laces from a friend of mine, Kathy, at Club Posh, and so I used those. These flowers are Prima flowers, and then these are, just happen to have it right here, from the Be Mine stack. There's one sheet in here, and it's all these. And I just sat one night while watching TV and just cut all of them out. And some of them were more appropriate for, like, my husband, and then some of them were good for just anybody. Like the I Love You, obviously, for my husband. But Sweethearts, You and Me, just a fun sheet. And they're all flocked and epoxied, not flocked, glittered. So I went ahead and I cut those out, and with foam tape attached those over top, kind of around the lace. My favorite part of these is the background. This is the letterpress plate. It's by Sizzix for Stampin' Up. It's in their mini right now, I think, and it was in their last mini. And I'm hoping you can see this, because what it is I put it through my Vagabond. You can put it through your Big Kick. I didn't try it in my Cuttlebug. But it presses the image into the paper, so it gives that letterpress look. And I wasn't sure how good it was going to work, and it was awesome. And so I used just almost craft colored paper. It's not quite craft, but, you know, it's close. And then my Moonlight White Brilliance ink pad. And there's even a tab on the Vagabond, and of course the Sizzix that shows you how to use this. So I was really happy with that, and I just accented with a little bit of Barn Door Distress ink and used my corner rounder. So here's a few of the different ones, and I used just a heart-shaped brad there. And as you can see, there's a few different laces, but those were just fun. The next thing I'd been working on was my flowers for the flower swap at Your Paper Pantry, and that's hosted by Susan. And again, you do need to be a member over there, but it's totally worth it. It's $12 for the whole year, so $1 a month. And you know, we have swaps, and again the crops, and you win prizes, and it's loads of fun. So, on the background, I used that new ornamental card that I cut in half, and just some of the black chipboard that I get. It's not even chipboard that I get at Joann's. I get that chipboard pack, and it comes with the white and the black. And the white and the black, they're almost like poster board, but they're really great for things like this, where you don't want just cardstock, but you don't quite want chipboard because of the weight of sending this stuff. The theme this month was 2 February things, and I know we're all aware that February is Black History Month, so 2 of our flowers needed to be black, and it's also National Library Month. So last month was like National Tea Month, and so Susan's been finding like cool little things for each month, and then we have to do our flowers around this. So I did some book pages, and I have a book that I bought it like $1 at, I want to say Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. You know how they shove those books out front, and it had a pretty cover. So I bought it for the cover, and I've been using the pages. So I just distressed the background with old paper, distress ink, and then Stormy Sky. I stamped some images on it, and these are actually from the Tattered Angel stamp set that has that big dragonfly on it. So there's your background, really simple. I lined it with a Sharpie to go with the black theme, and I figured the text was really fun, so I'd carry that onto the black flowers. So I stamped these again with my Brilliance Moonlight White. That's my favorite standby white. It dries on most everything, and it's just got a good strong white. So these are some Hero Arts definition stamps that I had, and I think this one said family, this one said celebrate. They come in a cute little set. So I just stamped that onto the black paper. This is just a lighter weight black cardstock that you get, and this is one of Tim Holt's famous grunge roses. I used Flower Nestability, and it's got 5 petals like this. And if you need to know how to do the grunge paper flowers, I have them on my site, but your best spot to learn them from is probably Tim. He has a step-by-step on his blog. This one I learned from YouTube, Jennings 664 or 644. I think it's 664 though, but if you do a search for Jennings, she pops up. And she has some really cool flowers. So all this one is a circle. And this is the doily punch from Martha Stewart, and I just pleated it. I used 2 long sheets of it and pleated it, and then a black, well, not black, it was white, but I turned it black on I Am Roses flower, and I just used my technique. Again, I show it in one of my videos with the black soot ink, and I put a little bit of sparkle in there, and I just used a perfect pearl, I think. This one and this one are both modeled after some flowers by, again, another YouTuber, Selections by ER. And she calls, I think she says the Prima inspired flowers is her video. And this one is these 4 little petals. Let me show you. She just draws out her templates, which is really fun to do. Again, another great thing to do in front of the TV. So just draw out 2, one of them smaller than the other. I used 2 of the larger, 2 of the smaller. And then you just take your tweezers and you do the twisted technique that Jade at Jaded Studios does, where you just twist with the flowers. And she uses a paper clip. And then these, there are 4 petals, and those you just start with a circle, fold it in half, fold it in a quarter, undo that, and then fold it into thirds, and then you cut, and this is one of my templates, but you cut the edge here, just cut into it, and then that cuts all your petal shapes, and again you twist those. So you can see here, once I find there. So again, it was folded in thirds, and then I just cut those edges out. And that's a really, really fun technique for doing flowers. You don't have to have a die or anything special, just make some flowers. And she does hers with mulberry paper and paints. Mine I just colored with the old paper and the Stormy Sky. So that's it, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial soon, again on the box. Now that I'm starting to feel a little better, I'm having some more work done tomorrow, so we'll see. And then this technique I had a lot of interest in, and I use powder cake embossing powders to layer. And this is a technique they came out with years ago. I have to say this might be one of my favorites, that Stampers Anonymous stamp. And I had a lot of questions about, do I need to use just their embossing powders? So I'm going to play around with this a little bit. I don't think it's just their embossing powders. I just think that their mixes make it easier because they mix colors together. Here's another one, and then there's one of the ones similar to what I showed you guys. So I'm going to show you that technique pretty soon here, and I'll upload that one for you. So I still have an ATC swap out there, so I'll show you those pretty soon, and hopefully some of these deals interested you, and you'll go check them out at Michael's. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.